Good morning. Good morning, Haps. Good morning. How are we all doing? Richard Roberts here on the Haps for this Monday, February 22nd, 2021. Current time is 06:13 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. And we are kicking now. Once we took care of that mic issue, that was actually the mic that was on the camera. That is that not a bad mic, but I got to bring some intro music into you folks. And good morning, Heavenly Dew down there in Dallas. If you're commenting, you must have power, or else you're on your cell phone. One of the two. We're thinking about you there. I've got a good friend of mine is down in Texas there at Shepherd Air Force Base. Been down there for a number of years, and I guess they have a big power outage out there, but they're getting it taken care of. But good morning, folks. Good morning, Richard Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, as well as where else? Instagram, I believe. Anchor. I gotta do some audio. I'm having too much fun here on Haps. As well as Facebook. It's the real Fireman Rich. Couldn't get Fireman Rich. Somebody already took it, so I had to put the real Fireman Rich. But I'm mostly over there on Twitter, where I reside. Actually, I've been residing here more in Haps. We got 5 on the eyeball. Let me recognize that. We got Heavenly Dew here. And I do have the morning coffee here, folks. It's tasting pretty good. So we have little burps as far as that goes. This is Haps' beta, but you can make those mistakes. It's I'm not making any bank. I'm just having fun. I'm having a positive start to my day, as you can see from the comments that I posted, and those are the same comments. The good morning to all in Tioga County, New York, and Southern Tier. Broadcast on Haps and have fun. That's what I'm doing here. Live life and have fun. Those two, and I do a thought for the day, which we'll get to here in a moment. But I start with the hello from the southern tier of upstate New York, because that's where I live and reside. And it's great to be here with you this morning. Starting of another day. I'm on a day off today. This is my vacation. Let's see, I had vacation day Friday. I was off Saturday, Sunday. Today I have vacation day, and I got 2 more vacation days. So I'm enjoying it. Haps is making it happen for me on the vacation here. So having fun. Had some fun. I'll be talking about this little item back here in a moment. Yeah, there. I guess I froze. There we go. My camera froze right there. I'll be talking about that here in a little bit. But currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature about 25. It says on the web here, it's 24. The kitchen thermometer says 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 0 degrees Celsius. So, let's see, we got snow. This morning will give way to lingering snow showers. They've been saying that for the last frickin' 4 days. Lingering snow showers this afternoon. So something is moving into the area. Hi. Oh, let me back up. I forgot to do one last thing. There's always one thing you forget to do. Let me check. I got to reset this mouse on my other box here. Let me do that real quick here. And we'll continue with the weather. I forgot to shut off the scanner. That squawk box can be loud. Okay, and we're resetting. Okay, we're there. Okay. chance of snow showers this afternoon. High near 35 degrees Fahrenheit today. So we'll get a few more degrees today. Wind south at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Chance of snow at 90%. So I guess start watching the radar. Snowfall around 1 inch. Okay, that's okay. That's cool. Sunrise will be rising this morning at, what's that say, 6:52, which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 32, about 35 minutes. 35 minutes the sun will be rising. It's so dark out there. Sun will be setting later today at 5:48. And our thought for the day comes from a gentleman. It's C.S. Lewis. And the thought is, oh, good morning, Randy. Good morning, sir. We have the morning coffee. We're getting our day started. I'm sure you're probably at the day job, and I'm going to have to play catch up and look at what you've done this morning as far as here on the HAP. So just waking up. But our thought for today is humanity is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking yourself less. Think about it. Think about it. Give you something to think about. The thought for the today is humanity is thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. Humanity is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. So pretty much, what is it? You think more of other people, maybe. Okay. But C.S. Lewis, I've had some quotes from him before. His name is Cleve Staples Lewis, was a British writer and lay theologist. He held academy positions in English literature at both Oxford University and Cambridge University. So a very well-educated man. He is best known for his works of fiction, especially, I've never heard of this one, The Screw Tape Letters, The Chronicles of Narnia. I've seen the movie, I guess. The Space Theology, I think, trilogy, the Space Trilogy. I don't know. I got to check that one out. And the nonfiction Christian apologies, such as, I don't know what that is. It's something to do on the Christian side or something like that. But he was born 1898 in Belfast, United Kingdom, and then he passed away in 1963 at Oxford in the UK. So he's got some good quotes. I've used his quotes over the years and stuff like that. But was it? Let's see. What do we got? Oh, what do we got? Good words with wisdom, care more for others. See, I don't think that's a different C.E. Lewis. This is I don't think he was born in 18 something, Randy. Is that another C? Good words with wisdom, care more for others. Yeah, C.L. Lewis. I don't think that's C.L. Lewis though. This the C.L. Lewis I'm looking on the Wikipedia here, or Google it, is a picture of an older gentleman. He passed away in November 22nd, 1963. Yes, that's the funny guy. Oh, the funny guy. Okay. He looks familiar. I'm not sure who. Okay. Randy's always, wow. I get my first picture from Randy. That's cool. Well, let's see here. My general stick of what I do. Let's see. Yes, that's the funny guy. Real guy. Yes, I see. But my general. Oh, yes, that's him right there. There you go. Thank you. There's the real guy. There's C.S. Lewis. Thank you for the pictures there, Randy, helping me out here. It's very good, sir. I'm getting distracted by the pictures. It's just like I got a memory of Max. Max, best dog ever. he'd be sitting there in the window and stuff like that, and he'd be looking. And if you said squirrel, he would like, where? The typical dog. Where's the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? So that's what I'm doing with the pictures here. But my general thing is to start the day on a positive note, and we've done that because Randy has made me chuckle even more so here. Give a thought for the day and bring a little bit of interesting news or interesting subject to talk about. And in this case, we're talking about our guy that's going to get us up into, supposed to get to Mars. It's about Elon Musk. But there's a new, I think this came out a couple weeks ago, so I'm just finding out about it now. But new X Prize funded by Elon Musk will award $100 million for top carbon removal ideas to address climate crisis. This is a climate. Well, I'm not going to go into the discussion of the climate crisis or not, but we do have some things we have to take care of our environment. I'll just leave it at that. But this is not to detract away from what Elon Musk is doing here, but he wants our ideas to remove. The big thing is, how do we reduce our carbon footprint? Because it is important to do that. And I've talked about many of articles, and I think I have one that I have to try and resurrect that I did over there on Vocal. Vocal's sort of a Get Vocal. It's a live streaming like HAPS. It gives you the 4 windows and stuff like that. I just want a team of normal people to visit the moon. Yes, okay. But Elon Musk wants us to go to Mars. He doesn't want to be the first one, and I guess I don't know. The question comes up: if you were going to Mars, would you take it? You know, we had a little discussion in the family here yesterday of that particular question, and I don't know. That'd be something to think about, also, as far as the quote of the day. But it doesn't take that long if you look at it. It only takes 258 days, which is 8 to 9 months. That's about how long it took the Perseverance to get there. It's not an overly amount of time. It is a lot of time. I know the Artemis program that NASA is doing, the Artemis rocket that they'll be launching, that is, I think that's a Lockheed Martin product there. I know building the capsule for deep space travel, because currently with the SpaceX and the Dragon capsule, that's for low orbit and stuff. You can't go to the moon on unless they refit it out, because there's a lot of radiation out there. The Artemis program, it's a little more beefed up, I guess. But Elon Musk, he's got this SpaceX program called Starship. The Starship that he's been launching. The last one, I guess, was Starship 9. It crashed. They've all crashed, I guess. They're up, I guess it's SN10 that's on the pad down there in Buca, Texas, somewhere down there by outside Brownsville or something, down way down along the Gulf. So it only takes 255 days to get to Mars. And so it's 8 to 9 months. You figure that's how long it took Perseverance to get there. But he's got some other things he's doing. We'll get to this X Prize, but the one thing I've been fascinated with is his Starlink, the Starlink from Elon Musk, and that is putting all these small satellites in low orbit for internet service. And if you go on the YouTube and search for Starlink internet, you'll see a whole bunch of people in rural areas that are getting some pretty good internet, maybe some good internet, but there is some latency there, a little bit stuff. But the concept is it's a lower orbit satellite to go where higher satellites, I think Hughes is a company that provides satellite internet, and they're at Introsyncrasy where they're stationed, but they're a couple thousand miles up. So Randy Horton is live, and Michael is broadcasting. Okay, he popped over there to Michael's broadcast. So Michael's up in the morning. So that's telling me I'm running a little late here as far as I'm usually done by this time, but I'm on a day off. But we got 11 people in the eyeball. That's good. Recognize that. But Elon Musk is doing a lot of things, a lot of good things, I think. And this is a pretty good one where he's got a new X Prize fund. And what that entails is the largest incentive prize in history was announced this month. It was a couple weeks ago, to inspire innovators to develop and scale carbon removal solutions that combat climate change. And the nonprofit X Prize which sponsors design competitions to solve humanity's greatest challenge, will award $100 million for the top 3 carbon removal innovations. The contest, funded by Elon Musk, is looking for the best solution that can pull carbon dioxide directly from the atmosphere or ocean and lock it away permanently in a environmental benign way. I don't know if you could do that, because we have trees. Trees are probably the number one. This is my opinion now, okay? Full disclosure, I think. But with everything I've done on this, looking into this subject, trees is a big carbon removal. And we're cutting down a lot of trees. And that carbon is stored in the trees. So when you process the tree, especially if you burn trees, you release the carbon. Okay, so trees is a big one. To win the competition, teams must demonstrate a rigorous, validated scale model of a solution at a level of carbon removal of 1 ton of CO2 per day, and further must demonstrate to a team of judges the ability of the solution to economically scale to gigantic levels. The object of this X Prize is to collectively achieve the 10 gigaton per year carbon removal target by 2050 to help fight climate change and restore Earth's carbon balance. We want to make a truly meaningful impact. Carbon negative, not neutrality. Oh, negative, not neutrality. The ultimate goal is a scalable carbon extraction that is measured based on the fully considered cost per ton, which includes the environmental impacts, said Elon Musk, founder and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. We all know that. This is not a theoretical competition. We want teams that will build real systems that can make a measurable impact and scale to a gigantic level. Whatever it takes, time is of the essence. Peter Damians, the founder of and executive chairman of X Prize, says, "We want to see them build, test, and validate. We hope this X Prize will activate the public and private sectors to get involved." I think it's a pretty big incentive, $100 million, in the same way that 10 million Anser X Prize brought about commercial signed spaceflight industry. Okay, they're talking about the spaceflight industry. Okay, it says here Bezos created a $10 billion Earth Fund to meet climate crisis. So there's money there to combat the climate change. For humanity to reach the goal of limiting the Earth's temperature rise to no more than 1.5 degrees Celsius of pre-industrial levels, or even 2 degrees Celsius, we need bold, radical tech innovation and scale up that goes beyond limiting CO2 emissions, but actually removes CO2 already in the air and oceans. If humanity continues on business as usual path, the global average temperature could increase 6 degrees Celsius by 2100. The full competition guidelines will be announced on April 22nd, which is also Earth Day. On that same day, Team registration will begin, and the competition will last 4 years through Earth Day 2025. I remember the very first Earth Day. I was in elementary school. We planted a tree. That was my first thing I did on the very first Earth Day. It was back in the 60s, I believe. The $100 million prize purse will be distributed in the following. Okay, has some guidelines there. The 15 top teams selected will receive $1 million each, and $80 million awarded will be distributed as follows. Grand prize winner, first prize, wins $50 million. Second place takes home $20 million, and third place takes $10 million. A total of 200,000 student scholarships will also be distributed to student team competitions. So there's a lot of prizes in there. Let's see, do I want to go any further with this? It basically got the gist of it. So it's removal of the CO2, new concepts, lowering the levels, but I think there's science, there's actual real science, and I've talked about this, I think, in Anchor Morning Audio. I'll have to revise that one too, and maybe present it here on HAPS. That there is, let's see, morning from the UK. Good morning, famous Muncie. Did I say that right? Muncie from the UK. Good morning. And UK is 5 hours ahead. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, almost lunchtime. It's 11:30 over there. You're going to your lunchtime over in the UK. Welcome and good morning. And yes, I have the morning coffee here for you. You probably already had yours, but there's actual science that the levels are coming. They're not coming down as drastically as we want to. There's companies now looking at reducing their carbon footprint. I think it was last week sometime I did do a HAPS morning coffee here. That's it. Yep. Waiting for my son to finish work. Okay, so you're just hanging out. Thank you for your time as far as viewing. It's greatly appreciated. I recognize 15 people on the eyeball there. That's the number of views that have come in. I know famous Muncie. I have a friend named Dave Muncie, who's the fire chief down there at Shepherd Air Force Base, and his name is his last name is spelled M-O-U-N-E-S. It's M-O something, not M-U-N-N. Muncie. Muncie. Okay, you got an extra N. So, but down in New York City, I did this last week, I believe. I'm not just thinking of reducing the carbon footprint. The Empire State Building, the people that own that, along with several other buildings down there, they are using electricity that makes them carbon free as far as that goes. They have windmill power but we got to be careful in the balance on that, because the big power outage down there in Texas, all the windmills they had, I think they've got a lot of windmills that I've been told froze over. They couldn't produce any electric. So, and I guess that shut down, which domino effect shut down the power grid down there. So that could happen. So it just, but the science is going to go ahead and will be coming out. We're doing some things now that we weren't doing just 10, 15, 20 years ago. And, we're really, I think we can move in that direction. And Elon Musk is just providing a big carrot of $100 million for ideas for carbon removal to reduce our climate change issues that we have. So that's a science of things. So I'll post an article on my HAPS page here as far as that goes. And let's see, one of the things here on HAPS yesterday I did, which really surprised me. Again, talking about the views, 16 views, that's great. What blew my mind was I did a broadcast last night after dinner because we had clear blue skies. It's cold out, but I ended up taking this doodad here. It's a Celestron 114 LCM telescope. And actually, that angle is the angle that I was looking at before I was ending the broadcast. And it's about a 30-minute broadcast that's on my timeline there here at HAPS. And I posted it over there on my Twitter feed, Fireman Rich. And I was viewing the moon. And I had this doohickey attached to that. And this is a bracket that you hook onto the eyepiece right here. This clap right here. This clasp. This is a piece of engineering right here because it goes on this. If I was to take, okay, I'll just take this iPod Touch. You could stick that in there, okay? And as far as that goes, and it can move forward and backwards, as you can see, forward and backwards. It can move, what's this one? Left to right, oh no, this is up to down, up and down, and this can move left to right. So you put this on there and you line up the camera, and I was able to broadcast on my LG Stylo 3, which is my old LG phone. Because currently, let me check the volume. Oh, I'm froze now. Let's see. Oh, I'm froze. Okay, let's see. We got to reboot that. But this thing is a unique piece of equipment that was enabled me to utilize the telescope. Okay, there's the sight piece, and on the other side, this would be attached to where you look into the telescope. And I broadcast on HAPS last night. And what blew me away is this morning I wake up. There's a lot of, when I went to bed, it was like over 100 views. When I woke up this morning, there's like 200 views on this. I'm like, wow. A lot of the viewers here, or a lot of the broadcasters here, they got like 500 to 1,000 views and stuff like that. I'm just a small fry on the broadcasting thing there. So, so I was just amazed that a broadcast less than 24 hours, I've got 200 views on. I mean, it just blew my mind. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I had fun. Okay, there we are again. Okay, the volume is good. I'm checking the volume. I had fun bringing that. And like I said, it was cold. My fingers were getting cold, but the telescope here, like I said, that's the angle that I was at. The moon was way up there, way up there. We had clear blue skies. It was rising in the east, and I caught it. And I had a gentleman, who's it, Stephen, the PEM. I can't think of his last name. Stephen, the PEM. He is a gentleman here that did that when I first came on HAPS, which is what? I've been on HAPS 52 days now. 52 days straight I've been broadcasting. So it's pretty interesting. When I first saw that, I said, I got to do that. I have to do that. So, and I did it last night for the first time. The picture's a little blurry, but it's something to work on. Okay. Like I said, this isn't just like HAPS is beta, you know, I got good internet. The internet's going to vary and stuff wherever you're at. If you're in a city or something, if you live in a city, you're going to have stellar internet. Like just now, it just says your internet connection is unstable, but I'm seeing a clear picture, and on the replay, it's usually pretty good. So it's just the trial and error of doing things, and that's what I'm doing with this baby right here. And I had fun. Stephen, the PEM, was watching my broadcast and everything I was doing. He was probably laughing his butt off because I was fiddling around with, because this thing, once I get it set up, this right there, this mechanism that's on the base, that can, along with, was it right down? here, which looks like a telephone. That's a keypad that you have close to 4,000 objects that are already pre-programmed, that once you have that set and you line up 3 objects and set it, you can just plug in the coordinate or what you want to see, and there's a drive mechanism on the telescope that will automatically position it to that position. And Stephen was telling me last night, once I have that set up and I have it on the moon, instead of me fiddling with the manually driving it with the keypad there, the keypad, where's the keypad? The keypad's right there. You use your thumb and you got an up arrow, down arrow. Let's see on the arrows, up arrow is down and down arrow is down. They're opposites, so you got to remember that, because the picture that this telescope is bringing in is inverted. It's upside down as far as that goes. It's just because of the optics. So I had a grand time last night, and just waking up this morning, seeing there's 200 views. I'm just ecstatic at that. It's just I had a positive start to the day when I saw that before I started this broadcast this morning. So and right now we have 24 on the eyeball, and I appreciate that. That's great. So it's all about science. I love science as far as keeping track of that. So but we're getting our day started. I'm going to have to go ahead and refresh my coffee and maybe jump over there to Michael's broadcast to say good morning. So we'll go ahead and exit stage left here, key in the outro music, and you all have a great one, wherever you may be. Enjoy yourself, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Actually, a small blue marble one. But you all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. And as always, did I get it on the right side? Yeah, peace. See, even here, I got to make sure. Peace. You all take care.